Today we're going to do lesson plan number 7, grade 2, term 2. We're going to look at numbers from 21 to 30. You can also use your worksheet in your DBE book, worksheet 33. Just quickly to show you. So going back to the lesson plan, remember the first part is the CAPS curriculum. And then there is a section where you can see what resources you're going to need, and then a dictionary, so the word of the day that we are explaining. Remember that the learners or your child does not have to memorize this. At this point, you can pause and you can quickly write down the resources, or you can print out our worksheets or lesson plans. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next page. So we're going to start with the daily routine, and we're simply going to ask these questions. Now the learners can join us or your child, and we're going to ask, whose birthday is it today? Do you know anybody that's got their birthday today? A family member, a friend? What is today's date? What is the time? What is the weather like today? Show me left, right, up, down. And then how many learners, if you're in the classroom, are absent today, or maybe there's a friend, a family that's sick, we can then count those people. Okay, then we're going to start with our counting activity. So today's counting activity is just to look at numbers in real life. So you can have a number board like this. You can also email us so we can send you a number board. But for instance, we're going to count and say, going to count in tens, and we're going to say 10, 20, and then we stop at 20, and then we need to make a sentence around 20. So for instance, in my classroom, we are only 20 children, or maybe in the bigger classrooms, in our classroom, we have 20 girls. Then we're going to count in tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. But because we focus up to 150, we're going to ask the child then to carry on from there. So what comes after 100? Yes. So we need what comes after 100 when we count in tens will be 110, 120, 130, 140. Okay, let's then go to the mental maths for the day. So we're going to see how quick we can find the answer. We can still count backwards, but we try not to do that. So we're going to say 20 minus 15, 15 minus 12, 32 minus 24. So what you can do is pause the activity at this point. You can ask it orally. Your child can look at these sums, or you can write it down and they can do it in their books. At this time, you're going to pause the video and you're going to do the mental mathematics. Welcome back. You can reveal the answers and you can quickly mark it. We then going to start with the activity for today. Now, these blocks and rods we call base 10. And we're going to use these base 10 blocks to do the activities. So here, just simply to familiarize you with it. So we got these unit blocks. So we count them in 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have our sticks that we can count in 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just counting on ones. But what we want to do is we want to focus that if we have a group of 10 or a bundle, rather going to count 10, 20. Here the rods, we're rather going to count 10, 20. So let's quickly look at the example. So now you've got a variety of examples here, or you can go to your worksheet. And what we're going to do is that we're going to count. Here's an example. So we're going to count 10, 20. So I'm just quickly going to scroll down and show it on your worksheet. So on your worksheet, this is the same concept. So we got groups of 10 and units. So if you don't have the resources, go to the worksheet. I just quickly going to go back to where I was. And then what we do is we're going to have 10, 20, and we're going to count 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Maybe your child already recognized that 5 is half of 10, so they can say 25. We're going to use then the symbol 25 and then the words 25. You can also ask them to show you 25 on the number board. So let's then go to the level 1, 2, and 3. How can you help your child? If the child does not understand or struggle or still only count in ones and not tens, use beads. What you can also use at home is pack stones in groups of 10. You can use biscuits, sweets, and so on to pack in groups of tens, and help them to count in 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We don't want them to count 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we still need to work on the place value concept. Then here again is, if they're still struggling, make use of our pictures on our worksheets. Let them say 10, 20, count the individual counters, and then say 26. They can also make drawings of this. Now, when they make drawings of this, we're not going to let them draw a rod with 10 little blocks. What they can simply do is they can, let me quickly get my tools so I can help you. When they draw it, they can simply say this is that represents 10, and um, that represents 10. And then what we can do is we can then just draw the individual counters. So there we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we want the children to do is to make a representation of 26. So we can say 10, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please don't try to make perfect drawings. It's just to understand that we work in bundles or groups of 10. After this is done, you can go to your worksheet. So I'm just going to go to the next page. So you got your worksheet on the same concept. We're going to count it 23. We're going to say 20 because we already have 20, 21, 22, 23. When they write it in words or when they do the counting and there's not enough space, let them write it in the book. You will see as soon as we go from, we work with bigger numbers, there will not be enough space. It's not supposed to be enough. Please do it in a writing book. Then you can answer the questions here as well. When you come to question number 4, what they need to do is they don't need to redraw it always. What they can do is here they circle the groups of 10, and it makes the counting easier. So then what they have is maybe they got 2 groups of 10 and there's 3 left, and then they can write 23. The main important here is that they're not going to count it individually, but in groups of 10. And here they can then trace the numbers. Remember, we also need to practice writing these numbers. Then we're going to go to the problem solving. The problem solving I also have in 3 different groups. So the concrete is my mother gave me 2 marbles more than my sister. My sister has 24 marbles. How many marbles do I have? Show it using concrete materials. Now what they can do is you can use your beads, your stones, or they can make drawings of this. Level 2 focus then on the drawings, where level 1 focus on your concrete resources. And then if level 3 is where you abstract, where they could just back out or just write the numbers and then solve the problem. So when we come to the consolidation, is you're going to click on all the yes. If you click on all the yeses, it's fine. We're going to carry on with the next lesson. If not, go and revise some of the questions or contact us at SATeacher. Good luck.